It cannot be developed waiting for somebody to do it for us. So that is where we live, and that is our home. So if there should be any development, it should be us. Yes. So we have to
come first.
Yes. So community here can boast of, let's say, electricity from government. They can boast of about 22-year-old public toilet from the government. I can't talk of anything again. That was previously.
Let me take you to the toilet issue. Like a community, you mentioned that practically it's like they've not had a good toilet for about more than 2 decades. How have they been managing the situation around it?
It has been awkward. It has not been easy. Those who have it, their own, are under pressure, because if my house there is toilet in, then I must allow the others in the community to use. Okay, some were using other means to get it done.
What are some of the challenges you have faced during these 2 years as an assemblyman?
Yeah, the first challenge is people's behavior. Some people who are not ready for change.
Who are not ready for change.
And there used to be many than those who are ready for change.
Hello, exclusive families. There's no way we will talk about community development. We will not talk about the politician, the influence. Right here in Tarkwa, the western regions of Ghana, are going to meet the gentleman who is bringing development to his people at the grassroots. My brother, nice to finally meet you after such long time.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations for your new position.
Thank you.
I used to know you to be a medical practitioner.
Yeah.
So, at what point did you realize that your people need you to serve them?
Already the field is a services field. Okay. We render service to the community. And then I joined a group or an NGO called Junior Chamber International. This year. And there too, I learned how I can possibly develop my community by bringing all sectors together. Then I realized also the talent I have through that organization. So I have to take it up and then make something useful out of it. So that comes that we have to change the whole thing to get to where we are now.
Wow. So are you still practicing as a medical professional?
Yes, but this time in a private one.
In a private
I have my own, also an NGO. That is Health Professionals Home Care Organization. We do home care service, we do medical outreach for communities. It's all about service, and that's all. That
is good to hear. So at least you are not entirely leaving the field.
No. So for the field, I don't want to leave.
You don't want to leave. So we are in your community. So show us around and what you've been able to do within this short period that you've been in government. So
I'm the assembly member for Green Compound Electoral Area. It's a very big electoral area. I'm talking about between 8,000 to getting to 10,000 population area.
That is a lot.
It's big, but we are trying our means.
No, at least 7,000 to 10,000 people. That is
it's a very large. It's a very large.
It's a big community on its own. So,
but at this moment, we are at Bobobo. I would say the biggest community in the electoral area. And in Bobobo, I would say that's where I stay. So come watch me. That's where
we are in your home.
Yes, a lot of activities and projects will be here. As I believe we are facing a community center. Yes, this community center was built by
Goldfields.
Yes, for the community, because the community is a catchment community under Goldfields. So they built for Goldfields. I would say before coming as assemblyman, I was in the facilitating process for this, and then they started before I came. But when I came, we completed, and then we made it a public use.
Wow.
So now the public is using within, let's say, 2 years from now.
Wow.
And the road was not as it is now. It was not highly mobile like this. But if you have a nice edifice like this, and then the road leading to the place is not nice, we have to. So we made some changes. Somebody, a donor, helped us to concrete some aspect of the road.
The road. Okay.
Then we motorized the other one so that people can use for now. But it is in the plan to concrete it around the community center so that the place will be catchy. Apart from the road, also by the community themselves, we adapted. You know, the community is big, but no clinic. So we have to come in with our own. So the community themselves, that's the community self project. We started the clinic. That's what we are looking at it now. Yes, that's the clinic. Let's see. We did a fundraising last year, and the community was able to raise about 35,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
We started this thing with.
That's
we have some donations like street lights and others. So a lot of the street lights in the community, although assembly, the Tarkwa Municipal Assembly gave us some assistance, but a lot of the street lights we have were donated by my own people here.
Wow. Well, one thing that has actually stood out from what we are discussing is that unlike other community leaders or the politicians closer to the grassroots, them always rely on the central government to give them allocation before achieving a project. But for you, it's like you've mentioned working with corporate organizations, working with community leaders, working with the community members. How have you been able to put all these people together to achieve this common goal? Because I know this is different. So how have you been able to work with them to?
You know, as I was telling you previously that my empowerment was from an NGO called Junior Chamber International, JCI, and we have an active citizenship framework that tells a lot about the development in the community or to do a project. So one thing that I did first and foremost was to meet my people and then psychologically bring them up that like the community cannot be developed waiting for somebody to do it for us. So that is where we live and that is our home. So if there should be any development, it should be us. Yes. So we have to
come first.
Yes. So our first on our development as a business development partner, the first is we ourselves. The second is the communities, the companies around. So the government is even the fourth one. Because first as us, second is the community, the companies around us. And then third is expanding our horizons to the other companies and other people around. Then the government is the fourth. So we are looking at the government, but at the fourth stage. So if it comes, fine. But if it doesn't come, we will force our way out. And then we do that. And the company that is Go Force Ghana has been a very big support to us. The people themselves have been very supportive. And then we have been able to achieve a lot of these things. And talking about the road, this is one of the issues we faced. This building was on the road. So we have to push our way through to get this thing done. My old man here has to donate the front view of his house in order that we can get the road. So we did a road and even we did a turning point there for them in case of so now it is a road, cars have been used.
It is motorable now. Even people who are living in that has a car can easily drive in and they come easily.
They come always. You would have wished that it will go on, but you can see that as we move on, we see houses and others that are there, so we can't go further. But we've been able to do this small one. So here, they turn here.
Okay.
And
some of the challenges you have faced during these 2 years as an assemblyman.
Yeah, the first challenge is people's behavior.
Changing people's mind.
Yes, it is. In as much as possible, it is highly to develop the community. You must also know that you have some people who are not ready for change.
Who are not ready for change.
And they used to be many than those who are ready for change. And so anything you bring on board, you have some people to counter you. But I believe one thing, that a leader is somebody that explains the vision to the understanding of the people, and they buy into it. Yes, so when you bring the idea on board, you have the chief, who is, I said, is my powerhouse. We have some of the community leaders who really understand the vision, and they start preaching out the vision to people. We have active youths who understand the vision, and they start sending it out. So by the time I use the method, like I do a lot of consultations before meeting the public. So by the time you meet the public, whatever vision is partially understood. It's just a matter of you being there and then outlining the whole thing and how it can be done to them, and it is accepted. And we go on. So the challenges for that one, you have, the first is the people's behavior, 2 is finances. You have a lot of plans, a lot of good things we can do, but it all boils up to the finances. You wish that the clinic would have been completed.
Exactly.
Yes, but we are at the level due to finances.
Will you say the community is actually feeling the impact of being the gold owners? Do you think the community has benefited enough from these resources of their land?
Oh yes. Me, I would say that this community came under Goldfields catchment area. That's 2019. And it has been very impactful. It is not only physical projects they do. Goldfields is giving scholarships to our children. Goldfields is giving trainings to our women and some of the youths. Goldfields is giving trainings to some of our farmers and others. Goldfields, as at this community, apart from the community center, they've given water, which was a problem at the initial stage. Now we have water from Goldfields, so you can see that tap there is from the water project. We will get there so that you know. But they've extended it to this place so that to serve those around the community center. It's extended to 4 places. And I would say, one way or the other, we are feeling the impact. Compared to previous, another point of view, it is true that the impact being felt, it's low. As in gold in Tarkwa per se. Not talking in terms of Goldfields as a company, but in general, it has been, the development has been very poor. Very poor, because expecting to compare to other countries mining and how their places are, somehow South Africa, Australia and other places, Tarkwa is not like that. Tarkwa we really lack, and we lack a lot of things. Our roads, a lot of developmental infrastructures.
Recently you launched, I think, a community toilet or something.
Yeah.
You want to tell us about that?
We had no toilet.
No toilet at all.
Yeah, no toilet. The community, they've had some before. The chief of that community was once an assembly member, and he had some for them. But it has been 22 years alongside.
Wow.
That
was a long time.
Yeah, so When I came, they had no toilet, but there has been a foundation of doing the toilet. Okay. So I have to come together with the chiefs and the leaders of the community, and then the community members. You know, one resource that I have is the community members are ready to bear the cost of any good thing coming. Wow. So they have to come in together. Yes, we came together, and the toilet is done now. They are using it now. Wow. They are using it now.
So, okay, let's talk about the youth in the community. Yeah. What impact will you say your involvement, your 2 years, has brought to the youth of the community?
Yeah, you know, when you talk about youth, the first thing we talk about with the youth is employment.
Exactly.
Yes, it's employment, and it is a worldwide problem.
Yes.
Lack of employment almost everywhere. But my involvement here at these 2 years, one, GoFos has been good to us. They've offered some of the youth employment. Then we've also sent some of the youths into apprenticeship and others. That came in that at the COVID also brought another year full of ideas. So one thing we did was also to bring all the tailors and then the dressmakers together. Okay. And then with them having more or less an association with their leaders, then we have to recruit some of the school dropouts, teenage mothers, and others into them, empower them so that they can really push their future. So now I can say we have a lot of them training tailoring and dressmaking. We have the mechanic center. That's Bogosu Junction. We have to push for those masters there to accept some of our youth who want to be trained in mechanics, welding, electricals and others there. So some of the youth too are in the apprenticeship there. Not all that we can do, but we are managing that. At least everybody can find something doing. And the other thing is, when any time a company is to do work at our community here, you shouldn't come with workers. We already have casual workers. We just give to you then.
That is a nice idea.
You work with them for the time being. Yeah. And we have government also coming in with NAPCO and other things to involve our youth also. So partially there have been employment, apprenticeship trainings, and then school too. We've encouraged schooling a lot. Now a lot of our people are in school, compared to previous times.
Okay, that is impressive.
Yes. This is the newly constructed toilet. Wow. It's about 24 rooms, about 8 bathhouses inside. Wow. For the community.
But can we go into?
Yeah, we can go in. Wow. Yeah, so it's under construction. Wow. Yes. Now it's the plumbers are fixing.
They're fixing it.
Yes. Just the electrical people also are also on site. So just after that, the electrical people also finish. Then the mason and the tilers will come back. We are saying in a month's time we have to commission this one for the community. Wow. In a month's time.
This I'm really impressed.
Yeah. In a month's time we have to commission this. So one to the male side, the other side is to the female side. And we have partially some of them what we say that disabled some so as that the disabled can use.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So disabled friendly environment. Yes. So we have some of them. We purposely did for them. Yeah. We purposely did for them.
This is impressive.
Yeah.
This will go a long way in serving the community members.
Yes.
It will go really long way.
Yeah. And I would say the MP, the MC, they have been very supportive to the electoral area and then to me. So anywhere I stand, anywhere I talk about, I always talk about them. These are